York. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
As always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Brooklyn Bulls. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Brooklyn. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Throwing on 1st down. Walker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Walker. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jackson. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again, Walker, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're built from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Walker throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 12.
Operating from the gun, Walker, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. That's right. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Christian Kirk, 26 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
from the gun. Walker. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Walker's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
With the score,
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Going on the ground with Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. waiting from the gun. Walker, the battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
So after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. The 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take out all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Walker, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
He was tackled at
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. Down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or Keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is on to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Cam Akers, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen going to throw, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Walker on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Draw play, it's Eckler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Walker. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Allen. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Walker's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Walker to throw on third down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Patriots, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now on 2nd and 13. Walker on the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw. Walker on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll run here with Mixon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Miles Boykin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Walker got a man open. It's Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Patriots.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Walker. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Patriots.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They'll try and run it here. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
What they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No,
okay.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And his throw here is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. As he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And as the defense have it, they do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin with now 3 week Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They know they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
To throw again on second down. Walker, he completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, New England.
Operating from the gun. Walker, open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That is on 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
throwing again on second down. Walker, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Walker now, throwing on third and long. And it's complete. Hooper, past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Second and 13. Walker, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Walker, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Makes the score Bulls 81. Patriots 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, and Nelson space to opening. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Avoids him at the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on the offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Off play action. Allen, he'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Walker throwing on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Walker on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Walker. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Walker. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Whistle caught right around the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So Allen's going to look to throw. Well, this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,